Hi guys, this is Jason here from the Nathaniel School of Music, and I'm quite excited to present our first ever trumpet tutorial. And we've started teaching trumpet at the school. It's been about 3 to 4 months now. Here's a tutorial which should definitely help you improvise and at the same time practice your scales a lot better and also have some fun while doing it. It basically combines two concepts of music. One is called patterns and the other is called feels. So, a pattern is basically a small melody which repeats itself and becomes very predictable over time because it follows basically the same pattern. While a feel is a different rhythm which you play. So, feels are expressed usually in terms of rhythmic subdivisions where we divide the beat by 2 or 4 or 8 or even a triplet where you divide it by 3, 6, 12 and so on. So I'm going to show you both of these. For our first half we are going to talk about pattern playing, and in order to demonstrate this concept I'm going to use the major scale C major and just show you one or two common patterns which you may find. Okay, so the first one is C, D, E, C. That's the first three notes of the major scale, and then you come back down and you repeat the process till you go up and down the scale. When you practice your scales or generally anything on the trumpet, try and keep two things in mind. The trumpet may not always be in perfect pitch all the time. So it's good to practice training your ear with something which has perfect pitch, like a piano or a guitar when tuned well. So in these tutorials, we are going to have a piano playing a set of chords, and also more importantly, you need to also practice with a metronome. So in the entire tutorial, the metronome will be set at 60 BPM, and I recommend that you do so too. Set it to 60. Don't get carried away initially to play really fast. So 60 is a very good speed to begin. You can look at it as 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. The notes getting higher and then comes back to where it started. So you're just taking three notes in the scale and building your pattern accordingly. Right, so now we are going to play an eighth note feel, and the entire exercise will be played where you have two notes per beat. So let's see how it sounds. So basically that was the C major scale going up: C, D, E, C, D, E, F, D, E, F, G, F, G, A, F and so on. So now with the thirds, I'm going to play it on the beat. So that's basically a quarter note feel. Every note I play will follow on each beat of the metronome. So let's see how that sounds. Right, so we heard the eighth note and the quarter note feel. Now let's move on to something where there's a which has a triplet feel. Now a triplet basically will divide the main pulse or the beat by 3, and you'll count it as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's for every beat you have a triplet feel. Okay, and the exercise is very simple. I'm just going to move up and down the scale in threes. So that's C, D, E, D, E, F, E, F, G, so on and so forth. Let's see how that sounds. So that was basically the triplet feel, and I basically did the pattern of going 1 2 3 1 2 3 upwards. So now what I'm going to do is combine the three patterns which we've learned and incorporate it together in one musical piece. So you could either build a new pattern, for example, ba 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 pam pam pam, or ba 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 pam pam ba 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 bum pam pam, and so on. Or you could actually make it a bit more musical. And a good way to do that is to just play it very randomly. So I'm going to now do the pattern which we learned first, which is C D E C, or 1 2 3 1, and combine that with the thirds we learned. So the 1 2 3 1 will be on an eighth note feel, and the thirds will be on a quarter note feel. So let's see how that sounds. Right, so that was your quavers with the quarter notes. Let's now do the same quaver pattern with a triplet feel and see how that sounds. Right, so that was another exercise where you have your different fields, the triplet feel and the quaver feel running together. So basically that's all you have to do. Take simple patterns, first practice them up and down the scale, uh, look at those patterns in different fields, and after you're done with that, bring them together, randomize everything, and you have some interesting music, I'm sure. Right, so again, this is Jason from the Nathaniel School of Music, and I request you all to subscribe to our YouTube channel and get access to a lot more tutorials, performances, and a lot more videos from our faculty. Cheers.